Hey guys, what is going on? LegoMan123 are back from the video, and welcome to another All My Minifigs in My Collection video, where today we'll be taking a look at all my night minifigs in my collection. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, we have this minifig here, and I believe he's like the sort of in-command knight, because he does have this really nice armor piece. I really love the shaping of it, the mold. And then the print on it is just amazing with like the lion, the sort of reflective gold, and then also a bit of silver and black. And then his legs also have some really nice printing with like silver, gold, and also a bit of black. And then I believe his facial expression is actually possibly Cole's or even Lloyd's from like the early Ninjago sets from maybe season 5 to maybe season 6, not 100% sure. But then my favorite facial expression is this one. I think it's definitely a really great facial expression, but I do wish there was some like back printing on this really nice armor piece. Taking off the armor piece, it does reveal some really nice torso printing. I love the crown detailing with like a bit of sort of armor on like the sort of chest part, and this really nice pattern of white and blue. It's a little hard to see, but I really like the inclusion of that. And then also this really nice sort of chainmail belt, and there's also some more leg printing like at the sort of bottom here with like this belt maybe, I'm not 100% sure. And I also find it really interesting, instead of just using a grey part to actually connect the two legs, they've actually used this black part, which I think is definitely pretty interesting. And then at the back it does reveal a bit more of the printing with like the sort of chest armor sort of back part of it, and then also like the back part of the chainmail belt. And then you can also see the pattern again with the blue and the white. Then the next minifig is this knight here, and I believe he's like the sort of apprentice anyway, because he just has that sort of not childish look, but that sort of teenage look as a sort of trainee as a knight. But I really like the torso print on him as well. I love the amount of detailing. Like there's even some sort of chainmail armor printing on him, and like I love the gold outline, the brown and sort of gold belt is definitely great. And then there's also this pattern of like blue from his arms to like this small section here, and then turning it around, it does have pretty much the exact same as the front, but apart from that, that is about it. I really wish there was some leg printing on him, but it's really cool how they actually have this black part to connect the legs instead of just using a grey one. And then his facial expression is pretty common in most LEGO City sets back then, or even in today's LEGO City sets, or even some LEGO Creator sets. The next minifig, I believe, is possibly like a sort of a second-in-command knight, or just a knight. And then he does have the same printing on the torso, both front and back, as the first knight we did take a look at. So I won't go too much into depth with that. His legs don't have any printing, which is quite a shame, because it would have been really cool to see some nice leg printing on him. And then he does have the same pattern also on the front and the back of the torso with like the white and the blue, and then the blue and the white. His facial expression I don't think I've seen before. It may be in like some old LEGO City sets with like the police sets, but apart from that I don't think I've seen it. It may have been in like the like LEGO City Explorers, or like there is sort of people with like the sort of greenish torsos and all that, like the sort of the LEGO City Volcanic Explorers, I think that's what it was called. It may have been in a couple of those sets, but I'm not 100% sure. The next minifig is pretty much the exact same as the last one. He has the same torso printing, leg design, both back and front for the torso. Same sort of pattern with the white and the blue, and then the blue and the white. But his facial expression is actually a pretty interesting one, because I think it's only in one other set, and that was a LEGO City set which came out quite a while ago, and it was like this the LEGO airport maybe, or like just a LEGO plane. It was like a white plane with like this sort of cart where you drive all the luggage with. It had a sort of part where you would direct the plane in a way, like the sort of spinny part. I'm not 100% sure on the exact name for the set, but the sort of person who drove or like who flew the plane had the same facial expression. So that is definitely really cool, because I don't think I've seen it before. But apart from that, he definitely does have some pretty awesome printing on the torso. And then the next minifig is a knight, and I'm probably guessing this is like some sort of guard because of just like the torso printing. I think it's definitely really cool with like the strap going down the side there, and then also across there with like this really nice print for like a crown for like the sort of buckle in the belt. And then the pattern is definitely really cool as well. I love the white and the blue, and then also like the gold sort of outline and possibly some printing there. And then at the back it does continue that, and it's pretty much the exact same, but it doesn't have like the buckle there, so that is definitely pretty cool. And then the facial expression, I think I've seen it in like a lot of other Lego City sets, mostly like the sort of mining sets, because like they always have frustrated sets, even possibly in some like Lego firefighter sets, but I'm not 100% sure. But I really wish the minifigs, what we've taken a look at, apart from that one, had leg printing, because it would have been really cool to see just different variants of leg printing on the different variants of knights. So it is quite a shame that only one minifig had leg printing. And then the final minifig in my Knights collection is pretty much the exact same as the minifig we took a look at before, because he does have the same torso printing, both back and front, same blue and white pattern or white and blue pattern, same legs as all the other minifigs here apart from that one. But his facial expression is also a pretty interesting one, because I think I've seen him in Lego City sets, possibly even Lego Creator, so it's really cool to actually see this sort of facial expression in a Lego Knight set. So I don't think it's exclusive. So the minifigs didn't actually come with any hair pieces. They actually came with their own design for like a helmet or armor for their head. So the main Knight minifig, he was the only one with the sets I actually got who had the exclusive. I don't think it was exclusive, but it may have been. It had this really nice shape and mold to it, and it used the same mechanism as the visor with the helmet does, so you can actually lift it up. And then these three minifigs actually came with the same helmet. I think it was like the one where it was shaped really nicely. It had a really nice look to it. And then the two minifigs down here, they had the same one. It was like this sort of one where it covered like majority of the head. There was like this small section where you could only like see the mouth and then like the eyes and the eyebrows, and it had this sort of top part which kind of looked like a sort of hat in a way, so I thought it was definitely really cool. So I do have the helmets for each of the minifigs, but I couldn't actually find them in time, so very sorry about that. So my final thoughts on these is that when these did come out, I'm not 100% sure when they actually did come out, but the amount of detailing on them with the printing and then the armor piece for this one minifig and then the leg printing, it is really awesome just to see the amount of detailing, not just on the front but also the back. Each minifig has a really nice design to it, even if they have the same printing. It's really cool to just get extra of the torso, because they definitely do have some pretty awesome printing both back and front. Even the facial expressions are really interesting to see, because some of them are from Lego City sets, Lego Creator, so it's really interesting to actually see some of these facial expressions actually in Lego Knight sets. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video as much as I did making it, because I really did enjoy sharing my thoughts and opinions on all my minifigs in my Knight collection. As always guys, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I can actually say so goodbye.